Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elian Smit and I'm a part-time law student. Today I want to tell you what made me decide to study law. About 10 years ago I rented my first apartment in my hometown and I needed to get out of my lease early because of a number of unfortunate incidents, specifically where I stayed. I had neighbors that cooked really awful smelling food, and there was always someone that parked in my parking bay. So it became an issue for me and I really wanted to end my lease early. So I approached my landlord, which was a real estate agency that acted as a landlord, and I had asked to end my lease early, to get out of my lease. Their answer was a blunt no. They told me that I signed a lease for 12 months. I'd only been into the lease about 3 or 4 months. I can't end my lease early, so I needed to continue the lease for the entire period of 12 months. So I felt a little bit defeated, and I did what a lot of people do. They go and Google similar situations. They go and read up on people that give advice on what to do. But what I eventually came across was the actual piece of legislation that deals with leases and lease contracts. That really enlightened me, and it equipped me with the knowledge to approach the landlord and say, I can give you 21 days notice. You have to accept it. I know you're going to penalize me on my deposit, but that's fine. So I did that and I managed to get out of my lease without any issues. So that really was the tipping point for me, or it really piqued my interest initially. I'd been working in the corporate environment, in business banking. I still work in business banking. I've been working in banking for 13 years. So I've been dealing with things like the Companies Act, the Consumer Protection Act, the National Credit Act. In doing that, in that time, I was really exposed to things like legal contracts, bank collateral like suretyship and cessions, etc. So that really became the tipping point, and that really entrenched my interest in law. So I decided to apply for law. Initially, my application was accepted at a university, but I couldn't afford it because law is very, very expensive. Even studying law part-time like I'm doing now is extremely expensive, and unfortunately my employer wasn't willing to pay for it. So I had to wait a couple of years until I could afford it. So eventually when I could, I applied, and my application was accepted and approved after 3 years. So I'm in my second year now, and I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. It's really something that I want to do. I actually want to practice law. A lot of people my age want to study law to further their current careers without really wanting to practice law, but I really want to practice law when I'm finished. I will be more than 13 years older than the youngest law graduates when I graduate. One of the oldest law graduates that I've heard of is 79 years old, and he finished his degree last year, 2019. So I always thought it would be an issue, and I would be in my late 30s when I want to actually do my articles, but I'm not scared of that anymore. I think that there is time still for me. You can practice law until your mind is adult eventually. The reason why I wanted to study law, I really developed an interest in law instead of knowing that is what I want to do. I'll be a first generation lawyer in my family if I am lucky enough to practice law. So I'm really looking forward to it. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more of these types of content from me, hit the like and subscribe button. It's really going to help this channel, and it'll help me create more content for you guys to watch. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon.